Unfortunately, people are bullied in the workplace. However, there's no particular anti-bullying legislation, but there should be policies at work that implement various types of laws that I'm going to mention now. The first is the Health and Safety at Work Act 1974. This places the onus on the employer to protect people in the workplace. They need to conduct risk assessments to protect people from harm, especially physical and psychological harm. And if harm happens as a result of bullying, employers have failed you. The Protection from Harassment Act 1997, and this is used when people are experiencing violence or stalking, and an injunction or a restraining order can be placed on someone to prevent the behaviours from occurring. There is also the Equality Act 2010, and this aims to protect particular characteristics people have in the workplace. This may be gender, sexuality, disability, this could be physical or mental disability, even race, and even recent changes has also occurred in the Act, which places the onus of protecting women from sexual harassment in the workplace, even from third parties. And if they fail to protect women in the workplace, they are engaging in directly the harassment themselves and forcing constructive dismissal. Depending on your circumstances, you may also be protected by the whistleblowing policy. This is classed as a protective disclosure, and you must not be losing your job or be treated unfairly as a result of disclosing information for the public interest. If you work in the public sector, there's also the Public Sector Equity Duty. This ensures that the public services aim to use policies and procedures and consider the Equality Act when implementing these. There is also the Human Rights Act 1998. Article 14 suggests that employers should provide an environment that is free from discrimination. You will also be covered by the Employee Rights Act. This is now going through the courts with the Employee Rights Bill to update and amend the Act. Updates to the Act will improve working conditions and ensure more employee rights. As part of the new Employee Rights Bill, NDAs are now going to be scrapped for those experiencing bullying, harassment and discrimination. This will help people speak out. The banning of NDAs will also help improve your culture and stop organisations from silencing people from talking about their experiences and supporting those who are also suffering terrible behaviours. Being assertive with a bully can help reduce your anxiety and increase your self-esteem. At the same time, the bully can be intimidated by assertiveness, and this can reduce the behaviours that they exhibit. Having an informal conversation with your manager may help. If it's your manager who is doing the bullying, it's ideal to approach the person higher up who is above the manager, and the best thing to do is go up and up and up in the hierarchy. Hopefully things will be dealt with. However, if they fail to investigate, they're in breach of contract. An employer may also recommend mediation. This should always be conducted by someone who's impartial and not with friends or have anything to do with the investigation. Mediation is optional and should never be pushed into it if you don't feel well enough. You've got to consider whether your mental health is okay at that stage to take part, and you should never be suffering a detriment to not taking part. It's always best to keep a copy of your concerns on your email. If you're using your personal emails, it's ideal to keep a copy, but if you're using the work ones, always get these printed out because work may shut your email down again and you have no access to that then. Get professional support with your case, especially through ACAS or with a union rep, and I'll be able to have a look whether you have a stronger or weak case to push forward for a tribunal. If you are experiencing bullying and harassment in the workplace, it's essential that you take action swiftly, because it's important to protect your mental and physical health. Because if the bullying has been continuing over a long period of time, you're more likely to have anxiety and depression. So I'd advise you to visit your GP, go for counselling, and even take advantage of the employee assistance programme. Take care.